a vision should never trump caring for people. A vision should never trump coming alongside someone. Do you know what I mean? And so that's a crucial thing when it comes to leadership, where I'm not going to step over others just to get to a vision. I'm actually going to spend the time to intimately process through, talk through. And so, yeah, I mean, you're still going to make people upset though. You know, that just happens, it just happens. But that's definitely a big thing as well.
What was your second question?
Oh, just like where you have looked. I mean,
yeah,
obviously you can.
Where am I
point
getting
to
a lot of that from? Yeah.
maybe specific people, but like
Yeah.
other, if it's text, if it's stuff you listen to, or what.
I mean, I have, so I'm very blessed to have some people in my life, and what's beautiful about it is, and I think that everybody should process this, that not one leader is what you need for every area.
Correct.
Does that make sense? And so like you have mentors and leaders that you can go to about certain things. There's certain relationships where you can go to and you can unwind properly. Like there's just all the above. And definitely there's different seasons where you need specific help in a specific area, and so I have like a mentor that is very, very much so like a dad-like figure. So when I talk to him, we're not necessarily talking numbers. We're not talking like how's my services looking? Like, I'm really just kind of like sharing my heart a little bit, and and he's not even expecting me to ask about him. Like he's just like, hey, I want to listen, and I'm going to tell you, get back in there, go get him, and like, that's kind of how that is. I've been I mentioned Pastor Nick at the beginning of this, but Pastor Nick's been such a blessing for me over the past few months because, I do feel like he has a voice in our community right now. And so I'm like, that's another thing about leadership, understanding that my voice doesn't have to always be the voice. That's a crucial thing. And so allowing myself properly, because obviously there's power in who is the leader here, who is the visionary here, who has God placed over this community, but also allowing as the leader of that place to be like, hey, God has allowed this voice to speak in this season or at this time. And so Pastor Nick has become like kind of like the crazy uncle, where he comes in and says, A, what I've said already,
but they just need to hear it from a different person.
To hear it from another person. Or B, he says it more like blunt.
Yeah.
Like he just straight up tells them, this is what you need to do. And it's just, it hits different because it's crazy Pastor Nick,
Right.
not Pastor Josh.
Right.